talking about Good Night.
Okay, now I think they can hear us.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So I had a way back when I was working for the Bank with a Heart. I had a manager. So at about 7 in the evening, chairman calls. So he answers the phone. He gets so excited. When the call was transferred, he was told that chairman want to speak to him, right? He got so excited, he actually got up from the chair and wait, it gets more excited. It says, "Good night, chairman," and starts the conversation. How about that?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new late night show. We're going to be live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. coming to you live on Facebook platforms, on PodHub. Hopefully from next week, we'll try and jump on YouTube also.
Yeah.
You know,
We are there. We are everywhere.
the thing is this, right? And when you do your first show, right?
I think we are not bad.
Of anything,
Yeah.
right? There
Yeah.
are all
Teething issues.
teething issues.
Yeah,
Teething,
yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, teething issues.
That,
You have-
you know, that-
and
that galo, no?
tech issues. People falling asleep.
Yeah.
Forgetting things.
Yeah.
All those stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, the
Pressing unwanted buttons.
pressing unwanted buttons. Right. Now the thing is this, right? We are live on Facebook, right? Obviously, if you're not listening to us,
Yeah.
radio purudda- if you're
Look at us.
if you're staring at us, right? By the way, you can always drop a message on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
And our what's the right word? I'm diplomatically correct. Our fantastic producers,
Yeah.
right, will try and put it up on the screen, and maybe they might, maybe they won't.
Still,
It will be a
still,
surprise
because we
to
are still
all of us.
teething.
Yeah.
Because we are still teething.
We sort all these
Yeah.
issues out while we're going on. But now, what's this show about, guys?
Good Night
about
Sri
us.
Lanka.
It's about us.
It's about us
Right.
being quirky.
Yeah,
You're
right.
watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
So, before we basically get into the stuff that we are planning on talking about, which the three of us really are not too sure as of now.
Yeah, as of now.
We'd like to let you know that we are on Instagram. We have our own Instagram account, right? They have been so nice to actually create our own Instagram account.
How
right?
about that?
Now, as of now, if we jump on our Instagram account,
Let's
right,
do this. Let's do this.
we are actually, even before the show started, we are on 129 followers.
Cute, huh?
Not bad, huh?
මට නම් බැට්‍රි මෙච්චරයි තියෙන්නේ ඒකද මම බලන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් බලන්න.
I will watch. I will check. I will
So we are on 129 followers, right? So a big thank you to everybody, obviously, who's actually followed our page, clearly not knowing as to what they're going to get themselves into. That's fine. But the stuff that we talk about on the show are the stuff that we actually do, what we spoke about when we were on radio.
Yeah.
Right? Now, let's go back to our good old radio days. Now, it's been, what, how many months now? 6 months?
About six. Or
About
7.
6 months
Yeah.
since the three of us. Actually, no, it's been about 8 months, Andy.
Yeah, no. I left in.
It's about
Yes,
about
yes,
7
No,
months.
no, you did the first full cycle, no, 1 year? July 4th,
yeah,
1
the
year?
three of us. The three of us.
Three of us, it's
three of
been a
us,
year.
About 7
About
months.
7, 8
Yeah,
months.
about
About 7
7
months,
months,
right?
yeah.
So now, well, Chrystian, what have you been doing?
Oh my goodness. I am now into Cementi, Gadol, Tirivan, concrete. All kind of stones, all kind of badama kaparadu. If you want me to build a house now, I can do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not bad, no?
How
Yeah,
this
because
kid,
now-
radio to house building.
Yeah, so I found one of my long lost friends who were batchmates.
Right.
Actually, he's doing up the Colombo International Airport Hotel. When
Okay.
you come out of the airport, you see that big building being done up.
I haven't been to the airport for a while.
බොරු කියන්න එපා. ගිය අවුරුද්දේ කීලා. රෑනේ ආවේ. So I'm working for that company.
Okay.
It's a Japanese investment company called
Right.
Royal Mark. And it's every single day it's new.
Right.
Right, every single day, because it just goes to show how complicated it is to coordinate with people in setting up a building.
Yeah, that's for sure.
My
Yeah.
goodness, and so much of detail to get into, so many things too. So many things work hand in hand. It's like a domino. If one piece is out,
Yeah.
it's not going to continue.
Do they come to work?
Who the dominoes?
No.
The
Your contractors.
Why not?
The Barcenas.
They come. But one of the biggest problems they have is the turnover.
Right,
1
okay.
week, 2 week, the fellows go. With the moment they are paid weekly.
Right.
So the moment they are paid, they go.
They go
So
home.
they take the money and go.
Yeah.
They take the money and go. But apparently, all these contractors have the loyal set of people
All right.
who will always stick with them.
All right, okay.
So it's these new youngsters who will come,
Gen Zs.
Gen Z, there you go, Gen Z baby.
You have Gen Z. You have Gen Z contractors also.
And same problems clearly.
Up in the back. Up in the back.
Up in the back.
Make us in the back. Make us in the back.
Yeah, but
Baravadi.
it's not a joke. It's and the amount of work they have to do. It's not easy. They are all target based, and the contractor is right there. Right. No phone calls, nothing.
Right.
But
phone call when lifting gadol.
yeah, exactly. gadol වලින් නෙමෙයි හැදුවේ ඒක.
sorry.
අලුත් ගල් ජාතියක් තියෙනවා මේ ඇන්ඩි
sorry.
මේ අඟුරු වලින් හදන එක. It's called the lightweight stone.
Oh, really?
It's about that big and you can just lift it from one hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They can
it's
answer
made
phone
out of
call?
dust. It's made out of dust and ash from the cement factory.
Is it strong enough?
It is strong enough.
Really?
Yeah. So, but see, if you put 6 layers, you have to put a small concrete on top of that, and then
Right.
To hold the-
but comparatively, it's cheaper than the block gullet.
Now, you certainly have kept yourself quite
Oh,
busy.
oh my goodness! Like
Right.
every day, I'm there like a prayer.
Right. We have to say hi to Lino.
It's Lino sitting there. Hey.
Watching. Hey, Lino.
Hi, Lino. How are you?
we
I
have
mean,
to-
she's
We have to say hi to Suranga.
Suranga. My goodness.
Suranga has dropped a message saying hi team Matlapam. He will never forget that.
He was the only one who wanted. We should send him some before we left.
We
no?
should.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Watalappa.
you're watching us right now, drop us a message on Facebook. We'll say hi to you. I mean, the show has absolutely zero direction, right? I mean, we have a sort of direction going on, but
It's
then
there but not there.
It's
It's
basically motto is like haphazard.
yeah.
That's our motto.
Anything goes, by the way. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Also, on the show today, before we get into what Andy has been doing the last 7 months, on the show today, we're going to be basically crossing over to Soundarie David Rodrigo. And a big congratulations to Soul Sounds, of course, walking off with the 2 goals at the World Choir Games. She's actually in Singapore, and we're going to connect to her live. And in about 15 minutes, she wasn't very happy because it's midnight there in Singapore.
2.5 hours
2.5 hours ahead, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So we're going to have a chat with her as to exactly the whole experience of traveling to New Zealand and winning the gold. We're going to talk
That
about
girl's
that.
been doing great.
Absolutely,
Oh
and
my
not only
goodness.
the senior choir, I
Even
think
the
the
Bhattas,
juniors, they actually won awards in Bali also at the same time. So all that and more, we're going to be basically having a chat. We have a segment called Lanka last week.
Yes.
We're going to do that. We're going to basically find out all the trending stories, and this week has been one hell of a week, which is going
Oh
to
my
be the
goodness.
highs and the lows.
Oh, yeah.
We have the highs, and up. When we go low, we go really low, baby.
Yeah.
It's like a limbo.
කාන්තා කණ්ඩායම ඉහළින් පිරිමි කණ්ඩායම very low.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let's get into Andy. What were you up to? last 8 months, Andy.
Yeah, what have you done?
So-
Same
7
thing
months.
I've been doing for the past 19 years. Being an anchor.
Being a
Nothing
banger.
has changed.
Yeah.
I'm very constant that way.
Andy, now we've left radio,
Yeah, well,
right? Now,
Yes, true.
now,
Now
be,
here we are.
Now, be honest. Why did you leave, Andy?
because I
Why
have
did you
work.
leave radio? Don't lie.
What do you mean, don't lie?
No, don't lie.
It
Don't.
was work, people. Everyone watching, it was work.
No, there were
Everyone is watching, it's work.
There were other underlying currents.
Yeah.
What Karan sir?
We're
Who you been talking
I
to?
don't know. I'm
Who,
asking.
who? You tell me who you been talking to?
Who?
Yeah, your boss knows about this now.
Yes, she's also watching.
She was watching.
She's
It was
watching.
work, it was work.
Watching. Should we say hi to boss?
I know.
What's her name?
No,
What's her
no,
name?
no.
Hey, what
no,
was the
no.
name?
No, that
මොකද අර
gent left.
වාගේ හොඳම යාළුවෝ කෙනා මොකද්ද?
That gent left after we said hi to him on
Of
radio.
course. He would have gotten scared and left.
What was his name?
No, he didn't have a name.
What was his name, Andy?
He has left to greener pastures. Let him be.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the other girl who you also always talk about?
Oh,
What's her name?
Ruth and Hassani.
Ruth. Where's Ruth?
Ruth is doing great.
Right.
She's doing a lot of church work. So she's obviously, I think I'm the one who propelled her to go into
Church work. Of all people,
Church
you.
work, okay.
No, it'll be like Ammo can't.
She's now Pastor Ruth.
No,
Ne?
Pastor Ruth. Pastor Ruth. Sister Ruth. And then we have our dear Hassani. So actually the two of them are very excited to see the show today.
Are they watching?
Well, I would hope so.
Ruth, are you watching?
Ruth,
you are,
drop us a
thumbs up.
message, Ruth. Drop
Ruth,
us a
yes.
message, yes, please.
Lift your right hand if you are watching, Ruth.
So that's the thing.
All right. Yeah, so that's how it is. It's our first show, Good Night Sri Lanka, late night show. What we do on the show, of course, we just basically talk about all the rubbish that went through, that we have basically gone through as far as the country is concerned. All the stuff, all the trending stories, just the way that we did on radio, right?
Yeah.
And just the way that you obviously enjoyed listening to us on radio when we were doing the drive show. You can always correspond with us. You can basically get in touch with us. Drop us a message on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. You can follow us on our Instagram account, baby.
Yes.
What's our Instagram handle? I think it should come up on our screen right now.
GNSL.
Yes, there we go.
There
It's
you
coming up on our
go.
screen right now. And follow GNSL. Follow us on Instagram at GNSL on PodHub. There you go.
That's a better one.
Yeah, as low as we can possibly get. Send in your questions and comments.
Oh dear.
Questions for what?
What questions? Live questions. We don't have any live. We don't have advice on that.
Yeah, but no, by all means, yes, of course. Right, okay, let's get into our first segment because we got Soundarie basically staying up.
Let's not keep her.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's another 10 minutes you can get into.
Okay,
But
okay.
right now, our first segment, of course, is Lanka last week.
Yes.
Lanka last week. All right, here we go. And this, of course, I mean, clearly, we could have started with some good news.
I know, but we started right at the bottom. How
I'm
so?
sorry. Yeah, we start with this, okay?
Right
now,
at the bottom.
the Sri Lankans men's cricket performance. Oh my God.
Ayyo.
Right?
Wow.
It's just been ridiculous. Can we get back on camera, please? Thank you. Right? It has-
Enough seeing that.
No, I mean, it's honestly, it's been, there is really no words to explain. Right?
Yeah.
It has
Such a
come.
painful moment.
It has come to a point. Right? It has come to a point. My 11-year-old daughter,
Hates cricket.
not that she hates cricket.
Yeah.
You were not interested
She
much
was not
anyway.
interested in
Anyway,
cricket.
okay.
So when there are times, basically, I do watch the match, right? She has no idea what's going on. I mean, Sri Lanka can be doing really well at 122 for one in 12th over, whatever. She'll just walk by, look at the match, and then she'll laugh on her own.
Oh dear.
She's
Come
like,
to that.
I said, what are you laughing? What is the match? I said, yeah, good fun. It's that bad.
I know.
It's really bad. I mean, this was a look. Honestly, we were a cricket loving, crazy nation.
Yeah.
Now it has turned to just a cricket hating nation.
And the boys have had trouble coming out of the stadium the other
Yeah,
day.
I know. I mean,
Yeah. Because now our prekshakyo are getting very, very impatient. I hope and pray that it doesn't turn out to be something like in India.
yeah. Well, obviously, no, I mean that was for Hardik Pandya during the IPL. That obviously they started hooting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after the third T20, which
Yeah.
basically finished on Sunday, and
Yeah.
what a debacle that was,
Yeah.
right?
I actually saw an interview, one of these famous Rupawahini presenters doing with Bindu Bindu
Right,
when he was about 16 years old.
right.
Right? I saw that same attitude, that same ego, right? That same big-headedness, right? Even at that interview when he was 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was so obvious. I mean, it's just the grown-up version.
Of now.
Nothing has changed.
Right.
Nothing. It was just,
Even then.
even I'm the king of the castle.
Look, the thing is
Look,
this,
you know.
right? Ego is good. Ego is required. Ego defines your personality. But you need to walk the top.
You're going to have things to back it up.
You
If not,
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm
Pointless.
telling. Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's very unfortunate that we have come to such a stage that today it was very disheartening to see a post on Facebook, and it was shared like about 700 odd times.
What is that?
It was a post that basically is requesting everyone not to go for the match.
Oh, boycott matches.
Boycott the matches, right? It's I mean,
it's sad.
it is
just
sad. It's honestly sad. Look, you can't blame the fans,
Yeah.
right? We were a nation that even when we got hammered in a 5-match series, even if we lost 4-0, we'll still turn up to the stadium to watch the last match thinking,
that's true.
make a gahano.
Yeah, somehow we'll win this.
Right,
So much of feeling.
Exactly. Now it has just completely, even before the first match, right? And it's also when you take a look at all the posts that have been shared on Facebook, right? You have to see the disparity between the hearts and the laughing faces.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
But you know what? I still love watching Sri Lankan cricket. There's one particular segment that I don't miss.
What is that?
the
Guess
toss.
what? Huh? No, not the,
The
toss.
toss.
Not the toss. After all said and done, when they have the press conference, අපේ අතින් වැරදි වුණා.
Yeah.
අපි ලබන පාර යකෝ ලබන පාරක් මොකද මේ කීවෙනි පාරද මේක දැන් මේ පාරවල් කීයක්ද? ඇයි දෙයියනේ?
මාගේ වරදින්නේ.
මාගේ මහත් වරදින්නේ මාගේ. I mean, how can you go on TV, on national TV and say, look, this happened, me kanda me pitikaruwange dur. I mean, if pitikaruwange durwalathawayak නම් ඇයි ගහන්නේ? Every time it's the same story. අපි ලබන පාර අපේ වැරදි නිවැරදි කරගෙන අපි මේ මැද පෙළ අපි තව ටිකක් ශක්තිමත් කරලා ඔන්න ඉතින් අපි තව මැච්චයක් වෙනකම් බලන් ඉන්නවා. ආයි මැද පෙළ නෙමෙයි දැන් පසු පෙළ. තමයි ශක්තිමත් නැති උනේ.
But still, I remember that match, right? Where we before that was like a standard joke. Before the juice came, the match was over.
Yeah.
Remember? All I remember, my friend and
That
I
was
like,
the Asia
what
Cup
was it?
final.
Asia Cup?
Yeah, and
Asia Cup
my
finals.
biggest question is, why can't any of the guys who are interviewing these fellows just give them off?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the press is there.
Right.
All the most reputed people who are there, who goes for the press conference, why can't you ask a very sensible question? You have been telling this for the last month of Sundays.
I think they do, Chrystian. I
But
think
they don't show it.
I don't know. Maybe they
I
don't
don't
show.
know.
I
They
don't know.
whisper
Come
it.
on.
No, but I think they do. And I think honestly, we thought it's funny. We thought that maybe a couple of months ago that we have basically hit the
rock bottom.
lows of the lows.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that we could go 6 feet below that.
We don't have a limit to being low.
I mean,
How low can you go?
This is crazy. I'm telling you, this is a crazy limbo
Yeah,
dance.
I mean, this is limbo to the extreme.
Yeah, but okay, that's
Oh, well.
that's the current. Now Sri Lanka take on India in the 3-match series. ODI starting tomorrow.
Oh,
Where are they
right.
playing it?
They're playing at the in
Nambula?
Colombo.
Colombo,
Yeah,
okay,
they're
okay,
playing in
okay,
Colombo.
okay.
And
Oh, dear.
here's our wishes and prayers.
Good
Prayers,
that
prayers.
you at least knew where they're playing.
No, our wishes and prayers for it to rain all 3 days. That's the only way we can be saved.
It rained today a lot as
Today,
well.
today, no, I think the gods heard it.
Yeah. Better rain. We have to say hi to Camille. Camille says hi to us.
Hello.
Hi, Camille.
We have a message on the screen from Facebook. I think this is Roman. Roman has actually dropped us a message. He said,
Oh, right.
who will be the school rugby league champions this season?
Peters, for sure.
For sure?
For sure.
For sure.
Now, right
For
now,
sure.
the 2 unbeaten teams are Isipatana and St. Peter's.
Yeah.
Right, and I think they obviously also clashed last year in the final match to decide who is going to be the winner. And St. Peter's obviously beat Isipatana last year. But let's see some really good matches.
I've been watching this Pit Ride Media Unit, and recently I saw how they have restructured college rugby from grade 1.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Right?
wow.
They've formed an academy, right? And they're promoting with coaches, with past rugby players to come and tutor them and coach them, and so the plan ahead for St. Peter's is they're basically putting up the infrastructure, right? They've got it all sorted out, the grounds, the fields, the coaches, and most importantly creating that culture of rugby from college, while keeping in mind to make your own produce, not to take people halfway down the line, to nurture them young and bring them to that position. I think it's a very good long-term plan.
What's St. Joseph's doing?
They are.
ඒක සැබයි සැබයි.
But ඇහුන්නේ මොකද? What did you say? What is it?
ඒක සැබයි. අපි කවුරුද? ආදරේ සොයනවා මේ.
For everyone out there, we can make fun of St. Joseph's because Chrystian is a Josephian.
Well, I can't deny the fact, no. I mean, I was very humble enough to admit it that but we are also doing good. Boys are doing good. Gave a trashing victory over who Ahmad?
Sri Sumangala.
No. We gave 55-5 with. Kingswood දුන්නා දුවන්න මහනුවරටම දුවන්න දුන්නා. ඔව් තාම දුවනවා.
We have okay, let's go into the big news over the weekend. The big news over the weekend, of course, is congratulations to the Sri Lankan women's cricket team.
Oh my goodness.
Winning the Women's Asia Cup was a phenomenal effort. A phenomenal effort. And this year, the last couple of years, has been really good for the Sri Lankan women's team because they've had series win in England, in South Africa, and there was, I mean, it and the to watch that match on Sunday
was wonderful because I watched it. It was fantastic.
Me too.
Me too. I think now what's the burden of holding on to whatever that's left with cricket in Sri Lanka actually
is in the hands
of the ladies.
And I like the meme that said, right, play like a girl. I mean, that was like fantastic because everyone's like, "Oh, just don't be a girl." I mean, that used to be like an insult. An insult anymore.
For them to have that courage, that aim, right, when things were really backing down and wickets were going, the captain was out, and then and take over the burden and whack sixers. It's with all due respect.
The thing is, I think lots of people have actually said this current Sri Lankan women's team reminds us of the 96 World Cup.
Really?
Wow. I mean, it's the passion.
Exactly.
Right? It's the passion, and it's the, even when a wicket falls, you can see the disappointment. And you don't see them sitting in the...
And the last 3 overs, did you see the girls who were watching?
Exactly.
The excitement in them. Hugging the floor and my goodness, praying and it's amazing, that team spirit.
That team spirit. That's the right word. The team spirit. And congratulations to Chamari. I think she's actually held this team together for the longest time. And also I think the fact that for the longest time, when you say Sri Lankan women's cricket, Chamari's name is the only one that kept coming up.
And she's got her own reservation at Lord's, isn't it? Is that they
here, no?
Chamari got she had his own pavilion.
No, it's in Australia.
In Australia. There you go.
So, and now it's nice that she's obviously also, nurtured other youngsters.
There was another lady, that the name came up. The
Harshita.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's lovely. I mean, it's congratulations to the Sri Lankan women's cricket team.
And from the longest time, when it comes to Sri Lankan cricket women's team, the captain has been Chamari. Right?
Yeah.
අපේ match එකට කවුද බම් මෙදා පාර?
Yeah, I do.
They toss it in the morning.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, look, like I said, it's the highs and the lows this week, and seriously, the highs and the lows. I mean, there's so much this country can actually go through. I mean, I can't. It's just ridiculous to think, right? Sunday we were on such a high,
Yeah.
such a high. The entire country was on such a high with the ladies walking off with the Asia Cup, beating a phenomenally good Indian team. They are so good. They have been just basically cleaning
Yeah.
the cabinets
Yeah.
of Asia Cup for the longest time. They
Yeah.
are a really good team.
Yep.
To beat them, right? And it's just a phenomenal effort. So
I know.
congratulations.
And the next day නායකයා හැටියට ඉතින් මගෙත් අඩුපාඩු තිබ්බා. ඒ අඩුපාඩු ඔක්කොම මම හදාගෙන නායකයෙක් හැටියට ඉස්සරහා ඉදිරියට එන මේ තරඟවලදී හොඳට ක්‍රීඩා කරන්න මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
ඕකත් පරද.
All right. I think we have
Anyway.
Soundarie waiting for us.
We've
Yes,
got
yes.
so we had obviously those are the two big ones that we basically got into. We have a few more that we want to talk about, but right now we don't want to keep Soundarie David Rodrigo waiting for too long because it's midnight and she's not very happy with us because we basically are talking to her at midnight. So let's just cross over. And we're going to cross over to Singapore, ladies and gentlemen, where Soundarie is standing by on the show on Good Night Sri Lanka. Let's find out what she's up to. Okay,
Then.
we're looking for her.
Where are you?
We're looking for Soundarie. Okay, so we gotta basically.
I had the pleasure and privilege of working with Soundarie back in the day because she was coming for Auntie Marianne.
Right.
Yeah, and been
And we found her.
Oh, we found her.
All
We
right.
found her.
You know
All
that.
right, let's cross over live to Singapore right now. Soundarie David Rodrigo.
Hi, look at you at
Soundarie.
midnight. How are you, Soundarie?
I'm good.
Look at you. You look so cheerful and happy.
Well, who wouldn't be, right?
I know. You look much happier than being with the girls during a rehearsal.
They did really well, obviously, and then now I'm actually without any of them, so I'm relaxing a bit.
Right.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Soundarie, are you like shopping in Singapore at the moment? What's the story after a good win?
Actually, I'm here to judge the Singapore Choral International Festival, so this time I'm on the jury side of it. It's been work last evening, so today was my only free day.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good.
Soundarie, firstly, we'd like to say congratulations to the girls, the seniors, and the juniors. And congratulations to you, Soundarie, of course, being a part of Soul Sounds. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary of Soul Sounds, a massive, massive achievement. Firstly, tell us how the experience was at the World Choir Games.
The experience was just simply awesome. I mean, we've done it before, way back in 2006 when the World Choir Games was in Austria, in Graz. But this time around in New Zealand, I mean, the people in New Zealand were so welcoming. And I think what was really, truly World Choir Games spirit was the fact that we had people from all over the world. So whether it be Korea, China, the USA, in fact, our gospel category, we competed with a 96-piece choir and we were just 20. And so it was just awesome. And also everyone was so welcoming. It truly was an awesome learning experience. And it was not just the competitions. We had friendship concerts. Then our local community in Auckland also organized a concert for so, I mean, almost every day we were performing, but we really had fun and we did our best.
Soundarie, we were just talking about the women's cricket team, right? And when you go for competitions like this, backstage, off stage, you see all these other choirs. They are so precise. They are so good. They the amount of effort they have put into all this as a choir is also excellent. But despite all that, seeing them backstage, your girls still have the nerves, the courage, the strength to keep all that aside and go with that winning, that champion attitude. What's your secret?
Secret is, I mean, as Shaq told you, it's been 20 years. And I've always believed that we as Sri Lankans have something very special. Be it talent, be it maybe even determination to excel. I think that is something in us as Sri Lankans So I think the girls had that spirit in them. Yes, there were major obstacles we had to overcome. Fundraising was a major issue. We all had other lives. We had work. We used to come late in the evenings to rehearse. Some of the girls are mothers, so they had to look after the kids as well. But despite all that, that drive to achieve is, I think, something we had as a choir. And I'm sure all of us as Sri Lankans have that.
Soundarie, now, obviously, you've kept soul sounds together for the last 20 years. That's a huge, huge feat. It's not easy. We can't keep a cricket team together for 3 days, right? But you've done it for 20 years, and of course, you've had a range of voices that you have dealt with. How do you have that drive to basically hold on to these girls and every day or every week, every month, every year for the last 20 years?
Well, it's been a learning experience for me too, Shaq. I mean, when I am a classical pianist, so I never thought I would get into the choral world and conduct a choir at that. So it just happened, and with God's grace, I think I've been led to go through whatever hurdles that's come my way. It's not been easy because, as you know, I could not compel the girls to come for rehearsals, but I think their passion for music, passion for singing kept them together. I think also with age, I've learned to let go. And now, as you may have noticed, the new blood in Soul Sound. So we have some younger, fresher voice, as well as a few seniors also still. Of course, celebrating 20 years, the invitation was out to all, including our senior members, to join us at the World Choir Games. But I did insist this time on commitment. So I said that I need at least 80% commitment to rehearsals. There were those who could give that. There were those who couldn't give that. There were those who decided not to say anything and just stay quiet. So we worked with a smaller group, and it worked well. It takes a lot of drive, energy, and also a lot of patience on mine to understand that each girl is now grooming into a young adult, and I need to give them that space. But like I said, their passion for music is what has kept us all together.
Soundarie, is it still dominant by the familians, or you have a good mixture when it comes to the
We have a good mix now.
Are you still biased? Are you still biased, Soundarie?
no, not like that.
No, not anymore, just familians. Actually, we broke away from only familians long time ago. But now I must say we have a good mix, and it's no longer majority familians.
Talk us through of the juniors about what happened there with the little ones, how you manage with the little ones, and it's unlike the adults keeping a bunch of kids together for practice for such a long time, and the commitment. Talk us through that, Soundarie.
Sounds Academy. So we also now have the Soul Sounds Academy. The Soul Sounds Academy Choir and the Soul Sounds Academy Teenage Choir competed at another choral festival, not as big as the World Choir Games, but equally recognized in Bali. That was just last week. I, of course, think working with children, sometimes it's easier because you just tell them to turn up for rehearsals and the parents make sure they come for rehearsals. Whereas when you're working with young adults and soul sounds, of course, all these excuses and the fact that me as choral director and the girls are friendly and more familiar with each other, sometimes that is taken to their advantage. So it was easier working with the younger kids. I also groomed some of my senior students, one of my leading choristers from the mixed choir, Shenuk Vijay Singer and Shivanti Subramaniam, to conduct the choir. So they actually had a conductor in front of them whilst I was at the piano. So it was easier, but it's a nice mix because you listen to a fresher group of voices. And of course, I had the support of parents. So I didn't have to go into looking for funding or sponsors because obviously the parents funded their participation at the event. So it had its advantages as well.
Soundarie, what were the songs that you all did for the World Choir Game?
Okay, so World Choir Games, we entered two categories, the championship categories, because by virtue of the fact that we were already winners at international competitions. So the standards are much higher, and only the best of choirs compete in the championship categories. So we entered the gospel category and the folklore category. And gospel, obviously, we sang some of our gospel favorites, which we deliver well. And that was where we competed with about two very good US choirs. And then folk, we wanted to. So over the years, we realized that we were not actually depicting what was truly authentic of Sri Lanka. And this time we worked with respected Mr. Ravi Bandhu, who put us through the story of Queni and Pattini, and we portrayed that song. And we also had choreography and costumes to go with that. So that folk was really well received. So those were the two categories we entered at the World Choir Games.
Well, Soundarie, just before we let you go, firstly, we'd like to congratulate both your senior choir and your junior choir for bringing fame once again to Sri Lanka. Congratulations. Well done, Soundarie. Just confirm.
And thanks for all your support over the years, Shaq, and your team.
No
Truly
problem
appreciate
at all. I was getting into that because I just want you to confirm that this is the first interview that you are doing after the win.
Yes, it is the first because you were smart enough to catch me before I even landed into the country. So, yeah.
Point. Thank you, Soundarie. Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to Soul Sounds. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary. And as always, we hope to work together once again in the future.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Thank you, Soundarie.
so
All the
much.
best to you.
All the best.
Okay,
Soundarie
take care.
David Rodrigo, live from Singapore.
I mean, just look at her, right? She's gone to Singapore. She's gone for another judging, right?
Yeah.
And it's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Look at her, how cheerful and how bubbly she is.
Yeah, that's on
That's you know what does that?
What?
Music.
Really?
Music does that.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Catch me and Shaq was at 12 o'clock. We'll also be bubbly and nice, no?
Yeah, we will. That will be like the nursery.
Music and working with kids.
Working with kids,
yeah.
keeps you bubbly at midnight.
Not midnight. I
When
mean,
was the
keeps,
last time you
keeps-
worked with kids?
Keeps
I
you
don't
happy.
think that sentence is a correct thing. Huh? Kids at midnight and stop.
Shush, shush, shush.
Suranga has dropped us a message.
මොකද සුරංග
Hi,
කියන්නේ?
Suranga.
So, is there any chance in future that we get to see you guys
What
on
lapang?
radio again? No.
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 So I think that's a strong no.
Yeah.
No. Because, I mean, look, I quit radio at the end of March. And I think that was basically it. I can't even remember how many years, it's too long, right? But it's you just have to make up your mind. You say, that's it, thank you very much. And now you obviously have opportunities of doing shows like this,
That's
you
right.
know,
Yep.
and working with presenters like Andy and Chrystian that we've done the show before. I mean, this is going to pretty much, even though it's our
Be the
first
show.
this is going to be pretty much our radio show, right?
Yeah.
Because
Minus music.
minus music.
We can sing if you want to.
We can.
You can sing.
Of course.
You should hear Shaq singing.
Of course, why not?
He
You,
is such a
You
amazing
were
clapper.
right.
you shouldn't hear Shaq singing.
Clapping, amazing clapper.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got one more from Lanka last week, and then I think a wonderful production team obviously has something to. Oh, we had two more.
Oh, two
Two
more,
more.
two more.
Okay,
My
this was
goodness.
something else that was going
Oh,
on.
dear,
The
yeah.
Paris opening Last Supper parody.
I love Uncle Smurf.
Yeah. now,
Papa Smurf.
now, this was
Yeah.
just basically trending all
Wow.
over the world.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got to know exactly that this was such an uproar once it started hitting social media, right? Because from what I heard was the fact that the opening ceremony was an absolute bore, right? The Olympics opening ceremony was an absolute bore, so nobody really wanted to
Nobody wanted to watch it over.
watch it again. But then all these things started coming up, and the pictures and all that stuff. Now, what's the real story, Andy? What happened?
So like you said, so it's the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics, right? So basically they had depicted, or so to speak, they thought they depicted the famous painting of Leonardo da Vinci, the Last Supper painting, right? So the picture that you all can see on screen right now pretty much kind of portrays that. So if you know about the Last Supper and if you know what it looks like, then yes, you can make a, how to say, like a correlation to it. But if you don't know what it is, can't make any relation to it.
Well,
right?
but when you put the numbers together, Andy, right? The lady in the middle, you see her.
Apparently her proper. They depicted her as the queen, Greek god of wine.
Wine. So she looks like the Holy Eucharist.
Yeah. So
right. And then you see, it's not this particular setting. But it's the setting. It's the setting on the table.
Right.
It's the exact same setting of the Last Supper painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Right. The postures, the poses are all the same.
Quite
right. And the number is also the same. Right. And it just goes. I mean, they can't deny the fact, Shaq, that these countries, especially when it comes to this region, that they are doing their level best to legalize unwanted things, which we are also trying to legalize in this country, right? The LGBT community.
Right.
There was a superb press release by all religions, including the cardinal, the heads of the monks.
Right.
Everyone, they were talking about this law that's going to be enacted in Sri Lanka. I mean, if you are born with it, people should need to respect them and give their freedom.
Right.
That's a different thing.
Right.
But legalizing it is a totally different thing.
Right.
But countries like this, do you know how many churches are closed in Paris?
Because of this?
No, I mean because they don't have a religion.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's basically atheism.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the culture that they wanted to create. They can't deny the fact that they can't come and say, sorry, we never had anything in that like that in mind. They can't do that because they are already into it. Right. It's heavy in these countries. And the horse riding, you see that white silhouette, that one was also depicts Antichrist coming in. Something like that. Right.
Okay.
And add to all that, just yesterday, there was a news item saying how the food, not enough food for the athletes to eat,
God, yes.
right?
I
the
saw
beds are all cardboard.
Yeah.
The Australian
Was that
team,
true? I don't know.
team had got their own mattresses. The American multinational players who represent basketball have booked their own hotels and they are living in that.
For $15 million.
Exactly, right? I mean, it's an
But
utter.
that's really weird, right?
Yeah,
It is.
and then they talk about the power cut. Right,
What's the power cut?
there was a power cut just the day after the opening,
Right.
and to see there was only one cathedral in Paris which had power, and the entire city went blackout. Right,
Okay.
so I mean,
So quite controversial. And they took it down, right?
Yeah, the opening ceremony, of course, they've actually taken it down. But the Olympics is making headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah,
And ideally, it shouldn't be. It's like the world's greatest games.
It's the
Exactly.
Olympics.
It's the Olympics.
I mean, it's what they say is Olympics sports is that we bring community together.
Yeah.
Right, when you do things like this, it's the complete opposite that happens.
Yeah.
Right.
So now there's controversy around
Yeah.
it, right? So
Yeah.
Christians and Muslims and Catholics are all in uproar, obviously.
Yeah, well, understandable. So that happened over the weekend. So I mean well, here we go.
There you go.
This
Look at our
is
handsome
this is
folk.
our Olympics, right?
Handsome folk.
This happened once in 5 years, right? The presidential elections have been announced. So you've got the incumbent president, of course, who's the first to actually go and make his basically pay for his application, so to say.
Yeah.
And then I think there are a fair amount. I mean, these are the
Top runners, so to
top
speak.
runners,
Yeah,
so to
yeah.
say. But then I think today there are a few more, obviously, who've actually gone ahead and made their deposits in terms of the presidency. So it's the 21st of September. 21st of September has basically been declared as the day of elections, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is something that I think we just basically need to touch on a bit, because I know for a fact that there is a fair amount of split, like ideally it should be, which is great as far as democracy is concerned. But one thing though that we would basically collectively like to put it out there is the fact that if you've got your vote, go and vote.
Use it.
Yeah,
Use
that's the most important thing, right? It does not matter who you vote for, right? I don't think, it really doesn't care who you vote for.
Go vote.
But go vote, right? And at the end of the day, it is your right. You've given this right once in 5 years to decide on who the next government or the president is going to be. Either your candidate wins or loses is irrespective, right? But you have to do your right. You have to do your duty as a Sri Lankan citizen and a national. You need to go and vote, right? There's no point, honestly speaking, right? I mean, this is my take on it. We have enough, especially when elections come around. I think this happens in almost all families. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gone are the days where the head of the house decides who
But
you vote
vote
for.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
Right? Now everybody in the house basically
Has
has
an
an opinion,
And,
has a say,
Yeah.
right? And they have their right to say. I mean, I know families who have who are split into 5 different political parties, right? They don't talk to each other during election.
Yeah.
Which is
Angry.
All the Gen Zs and in one side, all the millennials are on another side.
Nobody. I mean, basically, everyone just decides to, decide on what they want, who they want to vote for, which is perfectly fine. But doesn't matter who you vote for, but you make sure that you vote. That's the most important thing, because you, in my opinion, have zero right to complain
Once,
about
exactly.
anything, if you don't vote.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you vote and you still keep complaining.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
And you vote on the
Yeah,
thing, you
yeah.
have to complain.
Yeah.
That's
right to
fine,
complain.
because you have the right to complain.
That's right.
Right? You
That's
can't
right.
basically decide on 21st of September is it's a Friday, no, is it a Friday or Saturday?
Actually, don't know.
Saturday or Friday.
It's Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
Then
It's a Saturday.
then of course say Monday. I didn't know.
But there's a
weekend.
long holiday
And anyway,
somewhere on the 15th, 16th, 17th.
Exactly.
There's a long weekend.
There's a 4-day
4-day
long
weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
4-day long
That's the
And
weekend.
first thing we watch.
They grant you election leave as well on most
Yeah,
organizations.
again, it's Satyama Ivarai.
It is Saturday. They were dead.
No. So say if you are outstation, they will grant you an additional leave to go outstation, put your vote and come back.
Right. Okay.
So there are organizations that do that as well.
Tepel Chandi.
Which is that's not postal votes.
Yeah, postal government workers.
Vote and come.
So 21st
Yeah.
is Saturday, yeah.
Same as a Saturday.
It's a Saturday,
So
yeah.
so all the offices are closed.
Yeah, so if by chance because
Friday
if it's a
tanda
Monday
deno.
or a Friday, then they'll give you an extra day. You go to your hometown, vote and come back.
Right. Okay. So elections 21st of September. Make sure you vote. Make sure you use your vote. You want to go and destroy your vote at the polling station? That's up to you.
Yeah.
Right, but don't complain after. that.
Balikurutuak kari gahala end.
Don't complain after.
Avalangu chand.
Avalangu chand.
Avalangu chand.
Remember that?
Minna pratipala.
I know, yeah.
Dakara min tavat pratipala.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. All right.
අර එකෙක් හැව්වලු මේ ඇයි බම් මේ සන්ධ්‍යට විතරක් ප්‍රවෘත්ති කියන්නේ? You don't know the joke?
No.
Right? You don't know?
No. There's a
No, so this man one day he just crossed his limit and he asked his ඇයි බම් මේ සන්ධ්‍යට විතරක් ප්‍රවෘත්ති කියන්නේ? Why you don't know?
No, I don't.
මෙන්න සන්ධ්‍යා ප්‍රවෘත්ති.
Sunday is the God. I must open my mouth. Really?
මෙන්න සන්ධ්‍යා. ඇයි සන්ධ්‍යට විතරක් ප්‍රවෘත්ති කියන්නේ?
Good Night Sri Lanka.
Good night.
Good night, Sri Lanka. All right, last 5-6 minutes on the show with us right now, and remember, we have our own Instagram account. And you can actually follow us because all the stuff that you see on screen on the show, we don't expect you to sit in front of the TV or we don't even on TV. In front of the phones or your laptops and obviously watch the entire show. That's our job. Right? We need to do it for 1 hour. But all the clips are going to be basically posted up on Instagram and all bits and pieces over there. Please follow us. And there you go. Our Instagram
Like
account.
share karanna.
Oh my God! Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, everybody. Okay, right? Our Instagram account is Gnsl on PodHub.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right? We did this for the longest time.
Yeah.
Okay, for the long. Let's do it live, like we did before. Let's do it live. Okay. Now,
Hot.
when we started, we were on 129.
129.
Yes.
Yes.
We are still on 129.
We
We are still on 129.
Okay.
Still there, not moved even one.
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right?
What's
Let's-
a Shaq?
Can we at least move ourselves to 132?
No, I was thinking two more.
Two more.
Right, 133 more.
Three more.
132 in the last 5 minutes.
Okay. 3 more.
Can do.
And now you put your
for,
appeal now.
for next week.
Yeah.
For next week,
Yeah.
we will most probably basically try and put our Instagram page up on screen.
Okay.
Alright.
So everyone can see it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So now we are 129.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
the only thing that really got us our numbers when we were on the radio
Is
show
Andy.
was Andy.
Andy.
Was Andy.
Andy.
It's all a lie.
It was
It's all a lie.
Andy.
And by the way, my phone's like, you're going to touch me again?
Yeah.
Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Before we finish the show,
Okay.
right, which is
Another
about
4 minutes.
in another 4 minutes,
3
we
to 4
need to hit
minutes.
132.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can we do that?
Come
I
on.
think we can.
Come
No.
Can
on.
we do that?
Yeah.
We'll do.
Are we that bad? Are we that bad? Okay, so Andy, and this is.
I think, yeah.
Go on, Andy.
I forgot the lines also. Okay.
Alright, this is-
Karanna,
la-
like
ladies and
karanna,
gentlemen,
demo karanna.
Here we go. Here we go. Andy.
Andy. Andy Mike.
Shakaranna, like karanna, demma karanna. Oh no! It was
Okay.
better behind the mic.
Yeah. No, everyone can see you, right?
Yeah, no,
Right, so we have 3 minutes to basically hit 132.
Yeah.
We're still on
Come on.
129.
We're 129.
We are 129.
Come on,
GNSL on
Yeah.
PodHub.
Yeah.
Right?
PodHub.
How did it again? Okay.
On
I heard something
PodHub.
else there.
No,
GNSL. GNSL on PodHub. Right? There you go.
Alright.
Okay, so we're at 129. We'll see if we can obviously get 130. We've got 10 seconds trivia coming up right now. We have absolutely no idea what
What
this
that
is.
is?
No idea. This
Right.
is basically the production team surprising us. Okay, here we go. We
4 questions.
we
Four
have 4
questions.
questions.
Okay,
4
okay.
No
questions.
pressure.
10 seconds. All right, 4 questions. All right.
Alright.
Whilst the likes and the followers come in, let's find out. Here we go. Let's
Okay.
have our 4 questions on the show.
First question.
First question.
Alright.
What is the official mascot of the Paris 2024 Olympics? What's a phlegm? Where's the phlegm?
Did you say phlegm?
I don't know. Is
Fridge.
it phlegm? Is it fridge?
Is it the Eiffel Tower?
Is it fridge?
Is it fridge? Is it phlegm?
Is it?
10 seconds.
10 seconds are gone.
Okay.
Okay, I say it's as a cat.
I think it is the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower.
What
I
is
think
it?
it's the first one.
How
What was the
whatever you
answer?
do.
What was the answer there? What's that? Oh, it's the phlegm. It's a phlegm.
Phlegm.
Okay,
It's
next
a tooth.
question. Next question. Go on, next question.
Okay.
Which popular film franchise released a highly anticipated sequel in 2024? Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious, The Hunger Games, Mission Impossible.
Oh, I think it's
Ooh.
D.
I think it's A.
I think it's Jurassic. No.
I think it's Jurassic
Hunger
Park.
Games.
I think it's Jurassic Park.
Oh, what's the answer? What's the
Yeah,
answer?
Jurassic Park. And the answer is Mission Impossible.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding,
Winning it.
ding, 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 ding.
That's because I knew the
ding,
answers
ding.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Tom Cruise fan.
Okay,
All right, next one. Here we go. Next
one,
question.
one.
Alright.
Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2022? Andy has to answer this one.
I got 2. No, y'all can do the rest.
Argentina, France, Brazil, Germany. Who?
Argentina.
A.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Argentina.
Andy
Well
knows
done.
everything today.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Andy. Well done.
Is that the correct answer? Yes.
I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
yes,
There you
yes.
go.
Yes,
Let's see,
yes.
Instagram
My
page.
son would have shot me if I didn't know
What
that.
was on Nirvana's iconic album cover for Nevermind? I think everyone should know this one. Come on, everyone
Black
should know
and
this.
white image of අන්න ගියානේ.
Yeah,
Of a baby.
come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Barefoot or naked baby swimming towards the dollar bill.
That's
That's the
right.
one.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
the
yep,
one.
that's the
Nirvana. I'm
answer.
100% sure.
100%?
Chuti ka in. There you go. Nirvana.
Now these questions are basically tested our intelligence here. Right?
But why? You should tell us prior, no, before testing.
Yeah, this is.
So we got all right, no? We
That is
all got
true.
except the mascot,
Yeah, we
who
did have
none
no-
of us are bothered of.
Did you get that?
Yes, I
Andy?
said A.
Did you?
Yes, I took
Although
it
you couldn't
from-
pronounce the name.
Okay, so we have still at 129 followers, and that's fine. And
Oh,
that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
Usually it works after 5 minutes after we leave the show.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what happens normally.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, as usual, as usual. That's true.
Yeah.
All
Right.
right.
Anyway, so yeah, we're almost done with the show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there who's obviously been watching us on the show. And please do drop us your messages. We'll be back once again next Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Same time.
And remember, today is, of course, the first of
Yeah.
the many shows were put together. And as you know, the first show, as always, is bits and pieces, but we did a fairly good job.
It's superb. I mean, look at the interview we had with
Soundarie.
Soundarie. It was flawless.
Of course, and
Well done.
and I think we did a damn good job with the trivia also.
Yeah,
My
got all four right.
Got all four right.
Yeah,
Next time, give
yeah,
us the questions and the answers, please.
yeah.
Before that.
Yeah, before that. Oh.
But yeah, so we'll be back with you guys once again. We'll be talking about, of course, the stuff that happened in Sri Lanka over the last couple of days, and we'll have our own discussions on it. We will have our viewers' opinions on it, as always. I just want to
Good night.
I just want to remind the both of you. When we did WhatsApp.
That's what I was going.
Yeah,
When we did WhatsApp in those 60 seconds,
My goodness.
right?
Yeah.
At the initial stages of it, we had like
We had
4,
5, I think.
Yeah.
5,
yeah.
6.
And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
මල්ලි ඔය මදුරු කොයිල් එක පත්තු කරන්න.
That's
ඔය
right.
මදුරු කොයිල් එක පත්තු කරන්න ටක් ගන්න නිදා ගන්න එනවා. ටක් ගාලා පත්තු කරා.
how we moved on to, like, 60s and 70s after that.
Yeah.
That's exactly the whole idea that we're going to plan with this show.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's
Okay.
do it.
We'll have I'm sure we'll have about 3 or 4 people watching it.
Like 2, and then
No, but to be fair, we had more people.
Yeah.
More people watching us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye bye. Until next week.
Have
Good
yourself
night,
a
Sri
good
Lanka.
one.
Bye bye.
Good night, Sri Lanka. See you next week.